Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope we're all having a great evening and we're all doing well. So the reveal for Operation Shadow Legacy was just about a few hours ago, and I would try to get this video out as fast as possible, but it was, Ubisoft didn't for some reason release patch notes or anything, so I had to go back for the video and take a bunch of lists of some stuff that was announced, which I'm perfectly fine with, but I did find it very strange that there was no patch notes available, and as well as that, my editing software kept crashing and everything. So this video was being very infuriating to make, and it was just taking forever, but I'm finally getting around the chance to talk about it and everything. So I do apologise for not getting this out faster, because that is something I really like to strive for on this channel, is to get fast and quick content out. Quick news content and everything, and I do feel like I failed this time, so I am sorry, but here is the video here. So like I just said, the finals and the reveal for Operation Shadow Legacy just happened, so massive well done to Dark Zero for their win against TSM. They destroyed them. No one expected Dark Zero to do that. Very good underdog story. You love to see it happening in Pro League. Good job to TSM as well, though. They didn't show today, but they're still a great team to even get to that stage. So it was a very exciting matchup to watch, and yeah, very well done to Dark Zero. But like I said, we got the official reveal of Operation Shadow Legacy, so I kind of want to break down the video that was released and what they talked about, and just kind of talk about it and give my opinion on the stuff that's coming. So I did just go through the video and just take bullet points of stuff I wanted to talk about, like I said, because they haven't released patch notes for whatever reason under the sun. It does make it quite hard for people who don't get early access, especially for me who's trying to be a content creator, but it is what it is. So I've put bullet points, so it might not match what's on the screen behind me, but I'm just going to talk about the stuff that I've bullet pointed. So for the first bullet point, I just talked about Sam Fisher. Obviously he's the brand new attacker that we're getting. He is going to be a 2-speed and 2 armor. He's going to have a brand new weapon called the SC3000K, which is from Splinter Cell, and he's also going to have the Bandit's MP7 on attack, and he's also going to have the FPI pistol, the 5.7 USG I believe it's called, with a fixed suppressor on it, so you can't take it off. It's kind of like how Acog has it on his main SMG, just a fixed suppressor which you can't take off and is part of the weapon, and it just looks very cool, very nice. And yeah, very cool. Even for his gadget, I want to move on to now. They showed off the laser sight for it, and it's the 3 cells from Splinter Cell, which is just a very cool addition, and it's very nice. And yeah, let's talk about his gadget. So his gadget is a camera that you can shoot from a pistol, and it can drill through reinforced walls. It can stick onto soft wall. It can drill through soft wall as well, sorry. And walls that it can't drill through, it can just stick to it and be a camera. And as far as I can see, he has 4 of these, and he can shoot from them, but he only has 1 laser, so you've got to make sure that you're using that laser effectively. It can detonate Goyo shields, you can destroy bandit batteries, you can destroy mute jammers, but you have to remember that mute jammers, bandit batteries, Wamai discs, and Jaeger's ADS are counters to this. They're counters to his gadget, so if you shoot it in a Wamai or ADS, it will get caught or destroyed, and it'll be destroyed if you shoot at a bandited wall, and mute will disable it. So there are some counters to Zero's gadget. We've also got the Chalet rework, which they showed off, which is very surprising considering we might be getting the Skyscraper rework for this season. So due to COVID-19, it seems that they have had a whole rehaul of what's happening between this season and the next season. Because for this season, we were meant to be getting the Tachanka rework. Have you seen my last video where it showed off the leaked Elite skin, which it literally said year 5, season 3 on it? We were meant to be getting Tachanka rework this season, and we were meant to be getting the Skyscraper rework this season. And usually you could kind of say that you could kind of give them a bit, be a bit annoyed at them for not doing it, but there's a pandemic going on. If Ubisoft has to cut corners and maybe delay some content, it is what it is. It's not their fault at all. Do not give Ubisoft hate any way, shape or form that they had to change a bit of what they had to do. Not their fault at all. So yeah, it's it is what it is. But we do have a Chalet rework, and sadly it seems that Tachanka rework will either come maybe mid-season or completely next season, because it could come at one point this season. There's nothing stopping that. But yeah, so we have new sights. Now this is the very cool part that I really want to get into. So they've actually added new sights into the games and magnification. So to start off, there is apparently a new red dot and holographic design, which is quite cool. They seem to still be the same magnification, but they have added new sights with magnification. So for example, they seem to have added a 1-time magnification, a 2-time magnification, and a 3-time magnification. Now the 3-time magnification is what Acog currently is, and they seem to have reworked Acog, so the 3-time magnification scope is only available on DMRs apparently, and the actual normal Acog that most guns have been using is now a 2.5 magnification. So Acog's technically been removed, if you could say. It's been reworked. So Acog is now only a 2.5 magnification. I'm a massive fan of this change. They've showed up the using it on Vector, on Mira's Vector, and obviously Goyle's Vector as well. I don't think it was the 2.5, I think it was the 2-time magnification, so it's not the same as Acog, but it's obviously better than using, you can also take more long angles and everything. So as far as I'm aware, they've rehauled the whole system for what operators have Acog. So like I said, Acog is technically gone, and it's all these new different scopes. So it's not as simple as does Doc have Acog now. I couldn't tell you. I'm not on the test server, sadly. If anyone is in the test server and would like to, give me gameplay and everything, I would greatly appreciate it. But it seems to be like all the attackers and all the defenders have had Acog removed, and then they went through one by one, either giving them a 2 times, a 2.5 times, a 3 times, and all that. So my best bet is that Doc is probably going to have like a 2 times or something, or maybe he'll have the 2.5 times, which is the now standard Acog, which isn't as far magnification as the old Acog is. But that's stuff that you really have to find on the test server, which sadly I do not have access to. But there are so many great other content creators that do have access to that, so definitely check them out. So like I said, new red dot and holographic, and they've reworked all the operators that actually have it, and there's also a new option for colors. Now this is quite cool. Actually, in the settings tab, you can now change the color of your optics, and you can also change the opacity of it. So opacity means how thick it is. If you turn the opacity down, it kind of goes a bit invisible, but you can still see it. But now you can change the colors of it. So this is great for two things. Colorblind mode, basically, you can fit it to if you are colorblind, sorry, with certain colors, you can now change that, and you can they even said you can just change it if you want to change the color of it just for fun. So you have the option now if you want to have like a blue scope or a purple scope. It's purely up to you. I'll probably juggle around with it. It's just a really cool change, and it's really nice. Moving on. A reinforcement pool of 10 reinforcements. I made a video about this the other day when it was actually leaked, but it's official now, and I want to talk about it just briefly, just so everyone's aware. So in the game right now, defenders can reinforce a maximum of 10 things. You have 2 reinforcements per operator, so 2 times 5, you have 10 total. If someone leaves the game, that means you only have 8 total reinforcements in the team. Sometimes there's more than 2 hatches above you, and you have to send 2 people to go up. If you ever played Jaeger, you gotta admit, sometimes when you play Jaeger, you just don't have enough time to put down 3 ADSs, 2 lots of barbed wire, and then go reinforce 2 hatches. It takes way too long. Now they've reworked reinforcements to be every defender on the team has access to a pool of 10. So you've still got that maximum of 10 reinforcements on the team, but anyone can use as much as they want. So say there's 5 people in the team, only 2 people have to reinforce. Those 2 people can use 5 reinforcements. Or everyone can reinforce like it is right now, everyone uses 2 reinforcements. Or 1 person can reinforce 10 things, though that is not efficient, and I would not recommend that because they definitely don't have enough time to reinforce 10 things. But it's great for roamers. Basically, I use this in the other example in the other video, but I'll use it again. Bottom floor bank. Send 1 roamer upstairs and they can get all the hatches by themselves, and then the people downstairs have enough time to set up their evil eyes, their ADSs, their everything, which is very cool. And they also have the hard breach secondary gadget, which has been added. Now this is only available on a certain amount of operators. I think in this, I'm not 100% sure of the list, but so far I know Capitao and Nuke have it. That's all I know for sure, but there is definitely going to be at least some more operators, I'm pretty sure, but that's all I know right now. So Capitao and Nuke definitely have it, and you can pull it out of your pocket, you put it on, and it makes a hole that you can vault through. And this kind of leads on to another thing. Thatcher's actually been reworked. His EMPs do not destroy anything in the game now. They only disable them. So they disable bandit batteries, they disable electric claws, they disable goo mines, they disable capcan traps. They do not destroy anything. And as well as this, bandit tricking's been reworked. So if Thatcher throws an EMP at a wall that has a bandit battery on it, and bandit picks up that disabled bandit battery, he cannot place it back down. He cannot place anything until that effect is worn off. So you practically cannot bandit trick anymore. The only way you could technically still do it is if you were standing away from the EMP, because I'm pretty sure even if you don't have the bandit battery placed, and he throws his EMP and you're beside that EMP radius, it will still disable the bandit batteries in your inventory for a limited amount of time. Then they will obviously be available to use again. So bandit tricking's way hard now. If you really want a bandit trick, you have to not place them on the floor, on the wall, and you have to stand away from the EMP radius. Then you could technically bandit trick, but you know, they would have that wall open by the time you're running back to the wall. So bandit tricking's practically no longer in the game anymore, and I'm perfectly good with this change. I'm so glad we're moving away from just the EMP bandit battery meta and everything, and it's very cool. A few more things I want to talk about is match replay is going to be in the alpha mode just in test server, so don't expect it to launch within the season. But yes, you can go in, watch your old matches. It's up to 12 old matches you can watch, so your previous 12 matches. You can go get screenshots, you can go get thumbnails from it, you can watch how someone killed you, you can, you know, if you're trying out on teams and everything, you can review how your team played, you can watch what every player done, criticize them all you want and everything. You know, finally learn if your teammate was actually telling the truth when they were in that position or they were watching that angle. There's nothing that can stop you now from actually proving that. Oh, another thing I want to talk about is they're actually releasing a new website, which is basically like R6 tab and R6 tracker, but it's an official version. That's really all there is to talk about for that. And they're adding map bans finally. We're finally getting map bans to the game, which is a great thing. So we finally get to pick. There's 3 maps that come up, 3 maps at random. So technically you're not getting to pick the exact map you want. You're just getting to pick out of 3 maps. So 3 maps will come out. Then both teams get an option to ban which one they want. If they both agree on one map and the other 2 have an even amount of like no bans or bans on them, then it will just be random between those other 2 maps. But say there's 3 maps and one of them has 4 bans and the other one has 6 bans, then the other map that has 0 bans, that will be the map that's played. So it's very cool. And finally, like I said at the beginning of this video, I just want to finish off. Tachanka rework does not seem to be coming this season. If it does, it may come mid-season, or the best bet is sadly going to be year 5 season 4, which seems to be when we're going to be getting a skyscraper rework. So that is all the really news I could kind of take from the reveal. Of course, there's so much more stuff added that I haven't even gotten into. Maybe there's some stuff I missed because for some reason Ubisoft hasn't released patch notes yet. Maybe they'll release them when I'm asleep and then I won't be able to get a video out. Or I don't know what they're doing, but there isn't any patch notes out yet, so sadly I'm just going to have to direct you to watch some other content creators who are on test server and stuff like that. But I'm going to shout out some little people. Definitely go watch Thakil, I can never say his name correctly, Thaqil. Great YouTuber, really nice wholesome guy and everything. I think he's almost at 100k. But he's definitely underrated. Grief Drums is another good British YouTuber as well, who's growing as well. He's very good as well. I think he does have early access as well. But I'm not saying don't watch the big content creators, but I'm just saying help the little people out as well. I know I would have certainly appreciate it if I was in their position. But that is all I really wanted to talk about. I'm so sorry that this video had to come out so late and so slow. It's just I had all these problems. Ubisoft weren't really helping with no patch notes or anything. But here it is now. I hope you guys did enjoy. Please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you are new, please consider subscribing. I try and upload near daily content as much as I can, but obviously there's some days that I miss. But you know, I love uploading and everything, so I upload as much as I can. I really do enjoy it, and if I don't reply to anyone in the comments, it's not because I don't want to, it's just because I'm so busy doing other stuff as well. I try and reply to as much as I can, but yeah, I'm just going to end this video here. I hope you guys have a great night. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I shall see you in the next video. Catch you all later.